Dear friends, today we will talk about one of the most important and challenging moments in every person's life. The moment when we have to say goodbye to a loved one whose soul is preparing to leave this world. I know that many of you may now be by the side of a loved one who is passing, and your heart is breaking from pain and uncertainty. How do you properly guide your loved one on their final journey? Each of us, sooner or later, faces this sacred moment of transition when we must find the strength and wisdom within ourselves to bid farewell to someone dear to us with dignity. This is a time when every word, every gesture, every moment of silence is imbued with the deepest meaning. And often, we feel lost, unsure of how to act correctly, what to say, how to behave. I see how many questions arise for people during these difficult moments. What should you do if the person is unconscious? Should you talk to them? Is it okay to cry nearby? How do you manage your emotions while being a support for the person who is passing? All these questions are natural and important, and today we will find the answers to them together. Saying goodbye to a departing soul is not just a formality or a ritual. It is a sacred moment of transition where we can help a loved one find peace and serenity, and for ourselves, preserve a bright memory and begin a healthy process of mourning. That is why it is so important to know how to create the right atmosphere during these last precious moments of connection. In today's discussion, we will go step by step through how to make the farewell process as conscious and filled with love as possible. I will share practical advice and spiritual practices that will help you find inner strength and wisdom during this challenging time in life. Before we move on to practical advice, let's talk about why it is so important to pay special attention to the moment of farewell. Many studies show that a proper farewell plays a significant role both for the person departing and for those who remain. In the final minutes of life, a person is especially sensitive to what is happening around them, even if they are unconscious. Scientists and medical professionals confirm that hearing is the last sense to fade before passing. This means that a person can hear and perceive everything happening around them, even if they cannot respond or react. That is why the atmosphere we create around the person departing directly affects their state during their last moments. For loved ones, a proper farewell becomes a crucial part of the subsequent grieving process. When we manage to say all the important words, express our feelings, and bid farewell with dignity, it significantly eases the acceptance of loss in the future. Conversely, if the moment of farewell was rushed or occurred amidst chaos and confusion, it may leave a person with heavy emotions and a sense of guilt for unspoken words or undone actions. Moreover, a conscious farewell helps begin a healthy grieving process, even before the actual loss. It allows one to gradually accept the inevitable, express their feelings, and prepare for the upcoming changes in life. This approach helps avoid denial of what is happening and subsequent complications in coping with the loss. Now let's talk about how to create the right atmosphere for saying goodbye. This is not just a set of actions. It is the creation of a special space where both the person departing and their loved ones can feel safe and at peace. The main thing here is to remember that the atmosphere should be filled with calm and love. First and foremost, take care of the physical comfort of the person who is passing. It is important that the room has a comfortable temperature, not too hot or too cold. The lighting should be soft and dim. Harsh light can cause discomfort. If the person is at home, you can use their favorite scents, such as placing a vase of their favorite flowers or lighting an aromatic candle with a soothing fragrance. It is very important to shield the space from unnecessary noise and commotion. Turn off the television, loud music, and silence phone notifications. If possible, ask medical staff or other visitors to speak quietly. Silence in such moments is not emptiness, but a special space filled with deep meaning and the opportunity to be present here and now. The presence of loved ones is important, but avoid overcrowding at the bedside of the person who is passing. It is better to organize visits in turns so that each person can spend time alone with their loved one. If someone present is very emotional and cannot control loud sobs, kindly ask them to step out and calm down. Strong emotional outbursts may disturb the person who is passing. You can play quiet, calm music if you know that the person liked it. This could be classical music, nature sounds, or their favorite melodies. The main thing is that the music creates a soothing background and does not distract attention. During moments of farewell, the words we say to the person departing acquire special significance. Many people feel lost and do not know what to say, afraid of causing pain or distress. But it is important to remember, even if the person is unconscious, they can hear us, and our words can bring them peace and comfort. The most important thing to say to the person who is leaving is words of love and gratitude. Tell them how much they mean to you. Recall the happy moments you shared together. Do not be afraid to speak about your feelings openly and sincerely. For example, you might say, "Thank you for everything you have done for me. I am so grateful for every moment spent with you. You have taught me so much, and I will always remember your lessons." It is very important to give the person permission to go. Often, those who are passing hold on to life because they worry about their loved ones, feeling responsible for them. Reassure them that you will manage and that you will be okay. You can simply say, "You can let go of everything and leave. We will be sad, but we will manage. You can rest assured about us." If there are any unresolved issues or grievances between you, now is the time to ask for forgiveness and forgive yourself. This can be done with simple words. "Forgive me if I ever hurt you. I forgive you for everything and let go of all grievances. Between us, there is only love." Such words bring relief to both sides. Speak in a calm, gentle voice, pausing between phrases. You do not need to talk constantly. Silence is also important. Sometimes it is enough just to be there, hold their hand, and occasionally say simple words of support. "I am here. I am with you. I love you." Physical contact during the farewell moment has a special significance. Touches can convey what words cannot express and create a deep connection between the departing and those who remain. When we hold a person's hand, stroke their head, or simply stay close, we convey our love and support on the deepest physical level. It is important to remember that even if the person is unconscious, they can feel our touch. Take their hand gently and carefully. There is no need to squeeze the hand too tightly. A light, confident touch is enough. The skin of a person who is passing becomes very sensitive, so all touches should be as soft and delicate as possible. You can also gently stroke the person's head or shoulders if you know they enjoyed it during their lifetime. Some people benefit from a light massage of the hands or feet. Not only does it provide comfort, but it also helps maintain circulation. However, before performing any active touches, make sure they do not cause discomfort. Sometimes loved ones are afraid to touch the person who is passing, fearing they might cause pain or distress. But practice shows that physical contact is very important in these moments. Even the simple act of being present, sitting close to the bed, and occasionally touching the person's hand can be very meaningful. If there are several people in the room, try to organize the space so that each person can take turns being close to the one who is passing, holding their hand, and spending a few minutes alone. This allows for an intimate atmosphere of farewell for each loved one. During the farewell, it is especially important to respect the spiritual beliefs and traditions of the person who is passing. If you know the person was religious, you can invite a clergy member from their faith. But even if the person did not adhere to a particular religion, the spiritual aspect of the farewell remains very significant. Many people in their final moments of life feel a need for prayer or meditation. If you know the favorite prayers of the person who is passing, you can recite them quietly by their side. For those who are not religious, simple meditation practices such as shared breathing or humming soothing mantras are suitable. The key is to do this sincerely and with deep respect for the person's personal choices. You can create a special atmosphere with items that held spiritual significance for the person who is passing. This could be an icon, rosary beads, a favorite book, or simply a photograph of a loved one. Place these items where they are visible, but do not interfere with caregiving. In some traditions, it is customary to light a candle near the person who is passing. It is believed that its light helps guide the soul. If you decide to do this, make sure the candle is in a safe place and does not cause discomfort. Electric candles can also be used. They provide the same soft, calming light. Sometimes, at the moment of passing, the person begins to speak about seeing deceased relatives or about the journey ahead. There is no need to correct them or worry. This is a normal part of the dying process. Simply listen calmly and accept what the person wishes to share. Such conversations often bring deep comfort to both the one who is passing and those who remain. During the process of saying goodbye to a loved one, it is very important not to forget to take care of yourself. Many people become so immersed in caring for the person who is passing that they completely neglect their own needs. This can lead to emotional exhaustion precisely when your strength is most needed. Remember, it is completely normal to feel intense emotions at such a time. You do not have to be strong all the time or suppress your feelings. If you need to cry, find a time and place to do so, stepping out of the room of the person who is passing. You can ask someone close to stay with the person while you recover your strength. Be sure to find time to rest. Even short breaks can help you recharge. Go outside for fresh air, do some light exercise, and try to eat properly and stay hydrated. Sleep is also very important. Coordinate shifts with your family so everyone can get some rest. Do not refuse help from others. Often, friends and relatives want to help, but do not know how. Do not hesitate to ask for specific help. Preparing food, staying with the person who is passing while you rest, or assisting with household chores. Accepting help does not make you weak. On the contrary, it shows wisdom and an understanding of your limits. If you feel that you are emotionally overwhelmed, do not hesitate to seek professional help. There are psychologists who specialize in providing support during times of loss. They can help you find the strength to support the person who is passing while maintaining your own emotional balance. In conclusion, I want to say to everyone who is going through this difficult time, you are not alone. Every farewell is unique, just as every life and every relationship is unique. There is no single right way to say goodbye to a loved one. It is important to listen to your heart and act with love and respect. Remember, in the moment of farewell, you do not need to strive for perfection. Sometimes the simplest and most sincere words become the most important. A simple "I love you" or silent presence can mean more than lengthy speeches. The most important thing is your genuine presence and the love you give to the person who is passing. It is important to understand that the process of saying goodbye is not only about sadness and pain. It is also an opportunity to express gratitude, love, to finish unresolved conversations, and to begin the journey of accepting the inevitable. This experience, no matter how difficult, can become a source of deep wisdom and understanding of the value of each moment in life. Even after the passing of a loved one, remember? The connection created by love does not end with death. All the moments you shared together, all the words of love and gratitude spoken in the last days, become part of your memory and continue to live in your heart. This memory becomes a source of strength and comfort in moments of sorrow. Take care of yourself during this challenging period. Allow yourself to feel, to cry, to remember. Remember that there are people around you who are ready to support you. Do not refuse their help. Gradually, the pain of loss will subside, leaving room for bright memories of the person you loved and continue to love. And finally, I want to thank each of you for spending this time with me. I know the topic was difficult, but very important for many. I hope this information helps you in a challenging moment. If you found this video helpful, subscribe to the channel. We regularly release materials on how to cope with difficult life situations and support each other during tough times. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss new episodes. Take care of yourselves and your loved ones. Until next time.